She was called Arnkel the Wolf Woman. Naked she strangled the bleak beast of winter, and wore its grey skin upon her thighs. Upon her woman-finned shoulders she wore the burden of those who meet the trickster. She sought to wield vengeance as she wielded blades. She was the daughter of Baldr the Snow Warden. Baldr the man was just and compassionate, as Baldr the Aesir was fair of hair and heart. He bore the blade of frozen fire with as fierce a bite as the flame and ice from which it was forged. But the great warrior of worlds drifted like wood with the winds of the sea, far from his home and from his wife, and she went to Stig Jorundsson, the ice-hearted. When the thing was called upon, Baldr came forth and spoke thus: "To Stig Jorundsson, whose heart is stone, the shame of lies has dirtied your tongue. You went to my wife like the scar-lipped god. You must now pay in blood what you spent in lust." The ice-hearted, well-named, smiled as only the lie-smith smiles, and swore to all the gods that listened that never had his frost-white hands touched, or thought of touching, Baldr's wife. To a man of truths and unbroken oaths, these words rang true, so the Snow Warden sat back and asked no more. But that night when no moon rose, the starlit ground thundered with horses' hooves. Stig Jorundsson came upon Baldr's house. The servants fought bravely, 10 against 20, and none battled as fiercely as Baldr the duped. But Stig's bloodthirsty blade claimed all, as sacrifices to Hell's realm. Nothing was left but smoking scarlet ruins, and Baldr's wife for others to claim. At her milk-pale breast she held her girl-child, brow bloodied by her father's sap, her eyes upon her family's wrecker. Baldr's wife prayed and pleaded, and Stig Jorundsson answered to her: "This not yet maiden is no danger to me. She is too frail a prey for bloodthirst to claim. You may leave her to Allfather's whims, or whatever road her ash-stained fate will take." A mother's prayer did not thaw ice heart, and so Arnkel Baldursdottir was left on the embers of her shattered home, left to her woes, and to whatever willed the Lord of the Hanged. He willed her strong, he willed her fair, of soul, though as raven-haired as wisdom. She ever grew in might as her only father was the abandoned blade of frozen fire. As Othin's ward she learnt the art of battle, and the skill of tearing your mind as strips of meat, an offering to the wolf's rage. Thus the Wanderer kept her from harm, and made her one of his, for him to die, a womaned wolf, an Ulfhefin. When she came of age, as a son, she sheathed the steeled frozen fire, knotted the wolf skin around her belt, and left her land of smoke and sleet to gather the blood money she was owed. To none she gave her trust, to none she ever gave a breathless smile. She walked awash with fog woodlands, as though autumn held no rain, and winter held neither storms nor snow shards. Men were her foe, for men had allowed the ice-hearted's crimes. Women were her foe, for a woman's weakness was the spilled blood's cause. None but one ever earned her faith, and none but one ever earned her love, though neither faith nor love are Auroria's friends. Hildhardsdottir, all clothed in white, eyes sky blue and hair gold white, was the skald and weaver of songs, who netted the slippery heart of Arnkel's trust. Her father was a miner, and so was his father. Her sister married a man of earth and stone, but Hildhardsdottir was born to Othin's gift, the mead brewed from words and Kvasir's blood. To the rock breakers a story smith was born. Though she plated tales of forgotten ages, as men drank honey beer by the bone-warming fire, she lacked not in courage and war, 2 berserker struck scars upon her. So the woman who had become a wolf met the woman who had outfought a bear man, and both walked together the brambled path of fate. Oh, how Allfather laughed. Hiya! Here's part 1 of the Fairbringer saga. I've had this piece lying around a while, and now I've got some great pics to illustrate it with. It seemed a shame not to post it. It'll probably take 4 episodes or so to finish. See you in a fortnight for chapter 2 of our story. As always, please like, subscribe and spread the word. Cheers!